All right, so let's talk through some of the nuances of call it ChatGPT versus custom GPTs, and the individual agents. I think there's a lot of people that it's like, well, how is this different? What's the nuance here? So I'm just going to kind of talk you through what the nuance is and why it matters so much. So this is just like traditional ChatGPT. This is the paid version. It's the 4.0 model. This is what a lot of people use in their day to day. So it's really great. It's like, hey, I have a call with Brandwatch, teach me about their business, right? So I'm preparing for a discovery call, something like that. It'll go up, it says this stuff, like, great, awesome. Like, quick little summary, not bad at all, recent developments, etc. Um, you could say something like, I'm meeting, with their president. So again, you guys can kind of time this. Channing, tell me about him, right? So you can do this broad search. The other thing you can also do is I could go to LinkedIn. I could what do you call it? I could upload his LinkedIn profile too, right? Okay, that's cool. All right. So all right, here's like a little kind of like interesting flavor of that, right? So with the basic Chat GPT and for paid, you get a lot of value. Like there's no doubt about it, right? But for those companies that are wanting to take it to the next level, um, there's kind of another flavor, which are, you can kind of see this over here. These are just a few. These are called custom GPTs. And what these are specific GPTs built for very specific revenue use cases. The reason we built them this way is salespeople like to just go, hey, wait, what am I doing right now? I'm prospecting. Okay, let me go to that thing. Um, and so we built them with very specific custom instructions. And I'll just show you what that looks like. Here's one that we've built, and I just want to kind of show it to you. And so what custom instructions are, if I go to edit here, just to kind of clarify, is it's all the things that you put into the back end here to teach it. And there's a very specific way that you have to teach it. It's all the documents that you add in as well too, again, to help it to understand. So imagine what you're doing here by creating a custom GPT is you're literally creating a use case that's like, what's the best discovery call prep of all time, right? For example here. So again, so imagine you've got these very specific use cases, and we've got a handful, right? We've got help me book a meeting with. What do you think that one does, right? It generates very specific use cases or trends in their industry. So we've got annual report summarizer, cold call role play, competitive deal winner, discovery call prep. And again, there's a whole bunch of other ones that we have. And so what we do is we actually customize these to your business. So imagine in those custom instructions, we tell it what good discovery call prep looks like. And then we also tell it, here's our persona. This is what we care about. These are our products, etc. So this is an example of discovery call prep. And so, if you don't pre-program it with your information, you can still use this custom GPT. What you do is you create what we call a prep sheet. And what a prep sheet is this knowledge document, right? So this is basically one for scaled, where you just pre-program a document, because the most annoying part about prompting, and you can see from the prompt that I just did there, is it doesn't really know what I do or who I am or what I sell. And so I have to tell it that pretty much every time. Yes, the memory feature will save parts of it, but it's not comprehensive. So you can just create this quick knowledge document, right? And this knowledge document, actually ChatGPT can help you to build it too, is kind of a cheat code. So whenever you're going to use a custom GPT, if you don't program it with your insights, you can kind of feed it to it in a prompt. And that's kind of the way to think about this. So you could say, I'm ready at begin. I have a prep sheet. So imagine whenever you customize this to your business, you don't have anything. It just says, let's go. Because it doesn't need you to tell it later. It just jumps in. So I'm just going to say I have no prep sheet here. And I'm just going to kind of do something just like really quickly here for us. Like, all right. So it says, let's do it. Who do I want to meet with? Okay. Let's just stick with, Brandwatch as a part of this. I'm just so you guys know on my other screen, I'm just printing his LinkedIn profile page, just saving it as a PDF. So real pretty simple. So here we go. We're literally 2 seconds in. I'm just going to give it a link, brandwatch.com. I'm going to then now upload his profile. And here it goes. So we've programmed it on the back end of what goes into good discovery call prep, right? Like, how does a company make money? What are their top industry trends, et cetera? So it's already been programmed. And so therefore you can make sure that your reps are doing discovery call prep the exact same way every time. And so here you go. it's going to start to get to work, right? And we told it this. All right, step one, company overview. No real difference there. But now is when the magic happens. What are some of the challenges in their business, right? Now, what's his background? Okay. What are some conversation starters based on things that he's talked about that are interesting? Yep. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. The beautiful part here is, look, keep in mind, if we've already programmed it with all of your stuff, it will just automatically run this next step. So yes, scaled.com services, right? So I'm just going to show you an example if this was us. And again, so then you can just start to see how it works. All right, there we go. So what are services that probably match up? These solutions can support brands need to manage varied data sources, right? Scalability, market. Here's some key talking points, like here's some key things we might want to like walk them through. And then I can say, yes, compile into a prep sheet, and it'll do that in a Word document. So we can program this to say, this nuance of this or this nuance of that. And now imagine there's other like this is just discovery call prep. Here's annual report summarizer. Annual report summarizer just says, I'm ready to begin. And now imagine we've already programmed it with your persona and all those details. And so it already knows what to look for. Literally all you need to do. And again, here I'm just going to do this. And we've also programmed with like what's best in class for that. So let me just go Okta annual report. So again, I'm just over here, just real quickly typing that up so I can download an annual report as a part of that. So you can see it here, 2004. And we're going to download this bad boy and done. And now we're going to come back over here and we're going to upload that and watch the magic happen. Let's go. And again, imagine here, you're like, make this applicable, or maybe better would be like, and again, keep in mind, because I haven't programmed it with your persona and all those details, what trends would Path Factory possibly solve for specifically? Okay. And again, sometimes it's a big document. It might take a little bit of time here. Literally, this is 195 pages. Okay. And it just did it in 25 seconds. So that's the beauty of this, right? And if I would have just done this in that, it would not have pulled out in this format. And so that's the beauty of custom GPTs. Custom GPTs are a cheat code. They let you literally not ever have to tell it who you are. And literally it's programmed to what the best practices are. You could say, and again, with the annual report, you can just keep going because it knows its job is to help you to generate meetings. Give me 2 snippets from the report I can use to book a meeting with the CMO. Okay, so again, it's going to analyze it because again, it knows what it's looking for. It's searching its knowledge, right? You see there, it says it's searching its knowledge, right? Again, with this, your Octane conference, blah, 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 it demonstrated to building communities around your brand, opportunity to expand these success with tools that personalize and streamline customer journeys, which is exactly what Path Factory does. So again, and you can just go deeper and deeper there. So that, my friends, is the value of custom GPTs. If you are not using custom GPTs and instead you're just using old school ChatGPT, you're wasting hours and hours every week, and also not getting a better output because your ChatGPT isn't programmed to what great looks like. So I hope that helps anybody out there trying to understand why custom GPTs truly are the future.